Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Cryptids and Monsters video. Well, this is almost a special edition of sorts because of the topic that I'm going to talk about here, rather than, let's say, focusing on a particular cryptid or something along the lines of a cryptid or monster of the week. In this case, I was alerted by a fellow commenter, a fellow YouTuber, with regards to this fascinating new game that's going to come out that'll definitely deal with a lot of the cryptids that I've talked about here on this channel, and of course cryptids featured on so many other formats as well. And so I decided to take a look at the information and I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. So I wanted to go ahead and share it with everyone here, and then that way you get to see this information. If you're a cryptid fan, who knows, you might be able to participate in this game later on. Fascinating stuff, and so I definitely wanted to again share it with everyone here. But it has to do with this. You're looking at it now. It's a new game that's going to be called MetaZoo. That's right, MetaZoo is its name, and it's going to deal with a trading card game in the world of cryptids. So definitely something that I felt that should be shared here on my channel. So let's go ahead and let's talk about all the fascinating information associated with this really neat concept. First thing though I wanted to mention is this. I am not getting paid. There's no endorsement associated with this game. I haven't even reached out, or nobody has reached out to me when it came to the makers of this game. Again, this was just a random comment that I read there on my YouTube channel. You do see, yeah, I do read your comments. I definitely read all of them that come in, and so that's when I decided to check it out here. So again, no credits being given to me, no incentives, nothing like that. That's why you don't see like any kind of sponsorship or anything like that. No, this is just purely me, just once again sharing this information. But here's how it goes, and I'll include the links below, not just for the information on the retailer's website, but also apparently they have a Kickstarter as well, so that way you get to see that info there too. But yeah, check this out. So MetaZoo is basically a trading card game, a collectible trading card game, much like Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh and some of the other games that are out there. But in this case, of course, it's just going to deal with cryptids. In fact, you're looking at some of the cryptids that are going to be representation now. Like you'll see, of course, the big ones like Mothman and Bigfoot. Cumberland Dragon, I don't think I've ever touched that one before, so maybe might talk about it in the future, but that's another cryptid that's mentioned. And then also there's, of course, one of my more famous ones, the Flatwoods Monster. There's the Piazza Bird. There's Wendigo that I've mentioned in the past as well. And then there's some other ones that stand out, like the more recent Dark Watchers, and then the Loveland Frog that I've talked about in the past. And then one of my earliest videos was the one featuring the Hobsonville Goblin. So as you can see, lots of different various creatures in the world of cryptids that are going to be featured on here on this game, and they all look to have original drawings tied to them. So whoever's making this game is definitely just doing these on their own, and then that way they'll be featured within the games themselves. And then you can see from these pictures here how it showcases like it's a real deal. It's a real deal trading card game, just like Magic the Gathering. They'll have their own packs that you can get these cards and these games within, and then I imagine they'll have some special random inserts here and there that'll be much more collectible, probably more quote-unquote powerful when it comes to these particular cards and the way they play as well. So great stuff. And then you'll see this part. It looks like there's even a fan club that's even being dedicated to this thing, whatever it's coming out. I think it's out now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Somebody that knows more information on this might have to post it in the comments, especially since, again, the confusing part is the Kickstarter is still there and it still seems to be active. So I don't know, again, if this is still, if it's just made its debut already or if it's going to come out soon. But the fan club definitely is there, and then that way you'll be able to at least join that part and then see how things go. And then as far as how to play it and what to do, I have no idea. Like, this is still all new information for me, but I imagine if you're a fan of some of the other trading card games out there, then it's probably going to be the same thing. Like, you have to basically cast spells or do some kind of power-ups or something else when it comes to the cards being dealt to you, and then that way you play against someone else. And I imagine there's going to be a board or a format that you play within each card game, and then that way you'll be able to see what works and what doesn't. There'll be weak cards, no doubt, and there'll be more powerful cards afterward as well. But here's at least the interesting part. One thing that really stood out for me is this, and you'll see this blurb here. It says here that this is going to involve the groundbreaking mechanics that break the fourth wall. So MetaZoo, apparently the surroundings dictate how powerful your cards are. Check this out. So if you're casting water spells, again, it gives you an idea, like if you're dealing with water-like cryptids within the cards you have in your possession, then if it's raining outside, it'll increase their effectiveness. And then also, if you have dark beasties and you're playing during the nighttime, apparently that'll augment their power too. Isn't that fascinating? Apparently this is going to be a fourth wall or a fourth dimension type game. This will actively look at your environment surrounding you, and then somehow, some way, these card games are supposed to be in turn, I guess, absorbing the environment and then becoming more powerful because of it. I got to see how this happens, because all I'm seeing right now is just physical cards, like picture with paper type cards, not like electronic cards that'll truly have like a sensor around them and then change whenever the environment goes, let's say, from light to dark or from sunny to rainy type atmosphere. So I definitely got to see how this plays out. But again, if anyone has any more information on that, then please post those comments below. Plus, it says here too that the very first veil, or the very first type of cards that'll be listed on here, will be cryptid related. And so it makes it seem like there's going to be more in terms of other type of items that'll come out afterward, and who knows how that's going to be. I'm guessing it's all going to be based on the success associated with this debut and then seeing how things go afterward. But definitely it's standing out when it comes to this being a big new game of sorts, and then involving, of course, the wonderful world of cryptids. So anyone out there that's a fan of this channel, and then about the videos, and of course about other things related in the world of cryptids, I think this will definitely be up your alley. In fact, it says here, as you can see from this picture, that it'll involve at least 2 to 4 players, and if you're 13 or plus of age, then you should be fine. And wow, it looks like the game itself, your average game, will be about 20 to 40 minutes. Who knew when it comes to that it'll be that long? I thought it was going to be much shorter, but it looks like you're definitely going to have to delve into these type of games, and then that way you'll be able to get things done. I do see this though, the estimated delivery and others route it to 2020, late 2020. So maybe it's already out there. Maybe it's at comic book stores now, or the retailers that are out there too. So again, someone please let me know when it comes to that. But seeing all the other pictures, and once again, looking at the information and how the boxes look to be pretty much done. They're sealed and they're ready to be sent out in these mailed boxes of sorts, at least those cards. It makes it seem like it's truly there. So again, if anyone has any more experience on that, please let me know, and then that way you'll be able to share that info. But yeah, what do you guys think? Are you excited when it comes to this new game, MetaZoo, Cryptid Nation? Again, something involving World of Cryptids. It's a trading card game, and apparently other merchandise will be out there too, from t-shirts, and I think there's other things that I saw as well. So, but if anyone has already been playing this, then it'd be great to hear what your experience is now. So, all right, everybody, thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.